May I come into your picture? Everybody knows me. Do I want a national park in the North Cascades? I insist on it. In my contract with the Almighty, it states, "And you shall have the deep forest to dwell in, and of the berries therein shall you eat." I'm Hooter. Clucking is a group. All us wild things don't mind providing a man with a meal now and then, but please don't wipe us clean off the face of the earth. You've done it to some of us already. Give us a national park in the North Cascades, where we'll be safe. We'll spread out in all directions, so you'll always have some of us to hunt. Just call me Mazama. This is Junior Mazama. We want a national park because we like people, especially people with cameras. Call me Digger, the target. Why do people keep shooting at me? You don't eat me. Give us a park so I can quit dodging lead. Quacker, they call me. These high lakes make fine nurseries. Everything's pure and fresh, you know. A wonderful environment for impressionable little minds. Now, ducklings, do as I do. Paddle one, paddle two, left, right, left, right. Mowich is my name. My family has come through this place to reach the river longer than we can remember. It used to be cool and beautiful here, the way it is in national parks. I hope we can save some of the North Cascades that are still beautiful. My friends and I like to move along a mountain trail the way our grandpas did. Hey! Don't point that thing at me! Phew, it was only a camera. We are Bob and Betsy, Marion and Chuck. We are people. We like fresh air and clean water. We like forest trails and streams, mountain parks and snowy peaks. People also have a contract with the Almighty, benefits to diminish when the terms are not met. We are afraid that people have not been meeting those terms. Fresh air, clean water, and cool forest trails are being taken away. We want a national park in the North Cascades. We feel that we need it to demonstrate that we will not, for the sake of extra ease and convenience, sell the entire birthright of those unborn. They will need fresh air, clean water, room to stretch in, just as we do, and there won't be nearly so much to go around. Is this part of the Cascade Range of national park quality? We think so, and we hope that this picture will convince you. It was made on Downey Creek, a western valley, and on both sides of the Cascade Crest, north of Dome Peak. Our first high camp was located 1,500 feet below the pass, leading to the South Fork Glacier. One of the flanking peaks usually had a goat or two on it. We spent a couple of days lazing around our high area with impressive heights and depths all about us. This was our vacation time, and we were taking it easy, relaxing, not trying to prove anything, but just reaffirming what we already knew. That there are values in life you must go out to meet. They can't be brought to you. Across the basin to the north of camp, we found this view of Downey Creek, up which we had come, along a trail through the vast stillnesses of a virgin forest, where every sound had made the silence more profound. That had been a place to talk and to walk quietly. A different mood ruled these high places. We still were not noisy, for we were always hopeful of seeing wildlife. Yet there was a certain effervescence in the bloodstream up here that improved both wit and perception. At least it made us think that it did. And our appreciation of our surroundings could scarcely have been keener. Time ran out on our first high camp, and the next morning we put on packs for the big move. Packs are heavy when putting on or taking off. While traveling, their weight is much less noticeable. Ahead of us was a stiff climb above camp to a path leading to the South Fork, Cascade River glacier, and our plan was to descend to this glacier, climb its length, then drop down to our next camp at White Rock Lakes. Home making occupied us while enjoying the view through our front window. And after shelters were set up, complete with windbreaks, we went scouting for wood, which was retrieved through the back door by White Rock Lakes. Betsy came under the spell of the place and reacted in a way that at first seemed a little unusual. However, even the natives of these high places seem to respond to the wine in the air. But for grace, we will take Betsy and her anti-gravity belt. Near camp, we found these ptarmigan and had them for camera subjects for the duration of our stay. These birds place almost perfect faith in their protective coloration, and for this reason are easy for a man to kill. No man who is not in fear of starvation should harm one, for the ptarmigan, besides being an interesting inhabitant of the high mountain world, represents a source of emergency food for the unarmed party that might suffer accident and have to wait for rescue. Mama ptarmigan and her chicks let me set the tripod up in their midst. These are not telephoto shots, and these young fellows are within arm's reach. We decided that our campsite was as beautiful a spot as one could wish, and the leisurely hours we spent there were certainly not wasted. It was a pleasure to move about, performing the most commonplace tasks, for no matter in which direction we might look, there was something that the eye would have to turn back to again and again. Clucking is an expert on wings. There's a pair of cripples if I ever saw one. I'll go along with that. I feel a lot safer now. To get a better view of our world, we climbed the high points above camp and found ourselves looking across at the long ice tongue of the Chickahman Glacier. This glacier is one of the finest in our mountains. In fact, there are few places within the temperate zones of our planet where so much ice is found on peaks of such modest elevation as in Washington. Our weather, generally, was invigorating but sunny. We enjoyed a snowstorm one morning, and the ice that formed in the night around our shelter seemed to turn the calendar upside down. Our schedule said that we had to put our boots on the homeward trail. En route to our Downey Creek High Camp, we stopped to call on the Glacier Research Station staff, but found no one home. The site provides perfect views of the glacier under study. From the terminal lake to the head at the pass above White Rock Lakes. Appearances to the contrary notwithstanding, this is not Klondike Bob climbing Chilkoot Pass. No, this is just North Cascades Bob, a little bit disconsolate as he faces the realization that his summer vacation in this mountain paradise is about over. Before him lies a few miles of travel through the virgin forest setting of this Alpine gem. And even as the sun sets on Bob's vacation, so also does it threaten to go down on America's last opportunities to save what is here, national park or piecemeal destruction. Let's be thinking of the future as we choose